something like that in Super Collider. Did you use it?
No. I mean, there are these objects for physical modeling.
Okay.
There is this plaque, for instance, the plaque object.
We have an instrument based on physical modeling, the physical hardware. Yamaha BL7, the next studio, by the way, because nobody knows about. There were several instruments made in the past based on physical modeling. So you have a string algorithm, you have a brass algorithm inside the instrument, and you can edit them. So then it's easy because you're starting from the ready-made. So, but in fact you are limited to certain categories of instrument. You cannot experiment with any.
But with these instruments, I think there is also like for instance the Blade Runner movie and the music for the Blade Runner movie. It's associated with certain instrument, the Yamaha CS something. I forgot the name.
There were two from the BL series. And we have the cheaper one because the bigger one was extremely expensive when they appeared on the market. So we got it from Richard Boulanger, by the way, because the older instruments, they are like a gift for Berklee College of Music in Boston. So there was a moment when he was coming with two assistants, 40 kilograms of gear, you know. In Balice, we came with the very special papers, you know, and it was not easy to went through because it looked like a strange story, you know, not like a company package, rather three guys, nice dressed, you know, full of suitcases and transporting something to Poland. 2000 earlier, I think like 10, 20 years ago, or even more. I think that was the time. We have a problem with the power supply. With one, that's okay when we have many. And I'm sorry to make a break, but by a coincidence, during the Audio Art Festival, because he came also for the Audio Art Festival, the project which I mentioned yesterday, Psychophone, was realized, and Alexei Blinov, the Russian artist living in London, he came with a strong laser, white laser. In this time, they consumed a lot of power, and that was also from American standard. So he came with the laser, but then he said, "Oh, they have no transformer. You need 110." So I found one company who ordered the large transformer, and we bought it. We have it in the studio. The problem was that it was too strong for the electricity. So whenever we started, no light at the academy. Then we found out how to do it.
And how
we're doing like you are starting on the transformer first, then you are putting one small unit,
so
and
gradually
like cascade, and then finally you could run everything, you know.
Wow.
Yes. So we have extension codes, 3 extension codes, starting one, starting second, starting third. That was it. It was working. So why not? You can do it. But then in many cases people were forgetting. again, like we have fuses here, but then we see that we put them back on, still now going down to the main. Sometimes it took some time to find which one is really broken. Sometimes it's a good test for the system. I like it. Sometimes like when somebody by coincidence is starting the alarm, I said, "Oh, that's good. Let's wait for the guy." And sometimes he's not coming.
Okay.
So I made really the problem to him because I said, "Well, why you switch off? Because what? Because it disturbed you or what?" That's the arrangement. You are there just to react.
Yeah.
We already get stolen everything in the meantime.
You told me that the computer was stolen.
Yeah, but the alarm was because of that. When it was stolen, then we start to make a extra protection over the studio. So that's since this time. We have the whole all rooms protected and also the whole corridor. because later we opened a recording studio, which is also quite big set of quite expensive instruments. So that's then this room, the ear training they have also, and then the next one is a control room connected with the concert hall. So now all rooms are equipped with equipment. So that's why.
And the sound engineering, is it a kind of a diploma here, or is it just a?
No, we were in trouble to make it because now it's only one guy, but when we started there were two guys, and they were trying to make a PhD in sound engineering in Warsaw. Till now they didn't succeed. One moved out of Poland, and then it's like they run some classes, like class for sound engineering for instrumental department. They're quite nice.
And
Classes.
do composers can composers go to the
Yeah,
classes?
yes, we have many arrangements like this. So you can go now. Maybe if they are there, we can check and visit them.
Yeah. So back to the physical modeling. I didn't play with it much. I played a little bit with the Plug algorithm. So Plug is. Do you know it? It's you know it. Maybe you can explain it.
Is I think a trainer impulse, and it's a synthesis of sound. It's like the replication of guitar, and there's a train of impulse.
Yeah, so it's like it takes a short sample of some input. It could be microphone, it could be white noise, it could be some oscillator, and then it puts it into like a very resonant filter of a certain frequency, and then you have this kind of string-like. So yeah, it's nice to work with contact microphones actually, because then you can like hammer. Maybe I can do this with. I remember I did it with just the laptop lid, because you know it picks up very nice.
And this plug, it is an algorithm. It's a plugin. It is a.
It's a built-in. It's an object that represents an algorithm. Calpus strong, I think the algorithm is called. Calpus strong. Let's see. So yeah, like you don't see the screen.
So what about this?
The idea was to show how it looks to
Okay.
people who don't know. Yeah, but I mean, you see, in the studio there is a lot of them. You can probably ask, borrow, and play with it.
Yeah, this is part of our hardware hacking exploration, but mainly when the you know, during the group lab time, we invented this kind of regular work with that, and then with Maciej Szelecki and with my class, when we deal with certain project, then we go this way.
Yeah.
We don't have a regular class or even meeting. Like I said, during the first 2 years, 2012, 2013, we have quite intensive inside this every week, 4 hours, because the group were 4 hours from 6 o'clock.
From 6.
10. So in this time you could do it something, you know. When you have just one class, it's a little bit too short.
True.
So I don't disturb because I don't. I think. What do you think? This kind of webcast which goes on, is it worthy?
I mean.
For archive for sure, but.
For archive, yeah, for sure. It's but it depends if you don't. I mean.
No, I don't need it. No.
Okay.
In the down gallery, it has no Wi-Fi and no GSM, so
okay.
you can't do anything. No streaming. Yeah.
Where?
In Hebra in basement,
I
we
see.
have a problem there. to make a live record, live webcasting. So that's why I can leave it, and then when because the plan is that we have this installation starting at 4 o'clock, going on in a loop. The whole program is 18 minutes, so then it's like 12 minutes break, and then again.
And
So we start exactly at 4 o'clock, then 4:30, 5, 5:30, 6. That is the plan.
And Rafael is there managing it?
Now he's no. He moved back to Poznan. Kasper is now responsible. Then Piotr Made is coming 5:30 because we have to start to talk about some other projects, including also those who are running in the basement gallery. That's the plan.
I have one question. If after we finish, the studio is free, maybe we can make a rehearsal with Lorenzo here?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
I can check it because we have the schedule, and today there are classes going on in A5 and in A4. And before, perhaps that was also when you came. Perhaps there was somebody here.
There was a
Piotr Pashat.
no, sorry, I forgot.
It doesn't matter. Somebody from the studio. Michał?
Mateusz Bień.
Mateusz Bień. He's now in A4, but he has an individual class. So yes, that's why you came different times, because they're inserted in our regular schedule.
So here in the physical modeling generators, physical models, you have 3. No, it's actually, the plug is not even part of this category. Yeah, so there are spring. I remember playing a little bit with spring, but I didn't really understand well how it works. It kind of simulates a spring. You can do like a string kind of simulation, but yeah, you would need to really play with it more to understand exactly how it works. But I was talking about, I think, deterministic block. It doesn't matter, I will just block it like this.
Yes, it's free. You are
Okay.
free, but remember that there's no mixer here.
No,
It's only the connection with this cable, or directly to the cable from the speakers.
Yeah, I was actually thinking.
We have some mixer in A3, so I can check it, because sometimes it's not.
I don't want
on the conference
to,
also.
cause trouble for you. So I think we can.
No, there's no trouble. I just reminded that there's on like we can. This is like a lecture studio, mainly, and we are not recording. If then we are coming, we are bringing something extra. Usually I bring my small mixer, which is enough.
I'm not sure if Lorenzo has a mixer. I don't have to. So I mean, if there is a free mixer here, maybe it could be useful, but don't waste your time. I think we can work just with the speakers.
In fact, I left all the stuff in at home, because I had it for the whole first part of the festival in my car, just in case. And I kept it yesterday, even, just in case. But now it's clean.
So don't worry.
I can check on in A3, because maybe the Behringer is there.
Yeah, so a block is this object. So it takes an input, it takes a trigger that says when you want to make sound, and yeah, the parameters define the pitch, define the how long it will stay. So let's try. Let's do. I like actually do proxy space. I will boot the server. my laptop has a stereo microphone, so I can use 2 channels. And trig would be, let's say, dust. AR8. So dust. But you were last time, so you're you know, okay. So dust is like it gives you impulses, but kind of chaotic, kind of like rain-like way. Then max delay time. You need to tell it how much memory to resolve. So I will just leave it as it is, and then the delay time would be the frequency. So let's say I want the frequency to be like 120 hertz, and I need to make it 1 divided by 120 hertz, because here I'm specifying it in terms of time, not frequency. And yeah, and that's it. This should work. Let's try. It will probably feedback at some point. I need to only close this and connect my computer microphone here, because I'm not using. Yeah, the thing is with in Linux with this jack audio connection kit, with this routing system, what you can do, you can connect more than one sound card at the same time. So here I'm working with my external one, but I want to use the microphone from the computer, and I can do it. So nothing happens. Because I'm not playing. Yeah, so it kind of resonates with the input signal. What you can also do, because now it just, this would be more obvious. So yeah, it just rhythmically does it. It doesn't respond to me hitting the laptop. It just, the sound depends on how I do it, and I can move from one channel to another. But and it also responds to me speaking, right? So I can do like maybe a kind of vocoder like delay time, decay time. If I say yeah, so now it will kind of. Wow.
But then the cables.
I have cables. I mean, I have 3 cables.
USB.
Yeah.
I don't want to disturb it. Should be enough.
Right. Yeah, I think we will figure out the cables.
Power supply.
Anyway, we need them for the concert. So.
And then you can connect directly to the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like an interface also.
Great.
So that's also the idea.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
I will tell Lorenzo that we can. Yeah, so what we do, we play with this kind of algorithm that kind of simulates how a string would sound. So yeah, it's a nice thing to do with microphone. So you can also there is also objects to detect attack in sound source. So if you want to trigger something with heating something with microphone, you can use that as well. But yeah, I think we may now play a little bit with MIDI controllers. So we have at least 2. And USB. I have one here.
Do you want to connect to yours?
No, I think it would be better for you to connect to your. Aha. Okay, you have.
Dzień dobry. Dobry.
And yeah, we have this keyboard. We can. It has a lot of sliders we can probably use. Is there any? Czy są jakieś jeszcze kontrolery do MIDI?
Tu mamy A4, taki normalny, duży. Wyrywać go tam z zajęć?
Nie.
No, mogę.
Nie. Na razie typowo nie. Ja myślałem, że tu. Pamiętam, że kiedyś tu był jeszcze.
No, czyli w najniższej przykładzie, najniższej. Nie. Tu mamy eobody z czujnikami na przykład. Eobody to jest 8 wejść na czujniki grawitacyjne, optyczne. Mamy chyba 3, także mogę Ci przynieść taki na USB. Niepotrzebne drivery żadne. Czyli ruszasz ręką, od razu układasz.
To jest ciekawe.
Dobra.
Aha, so you have a keyboard and buttons and sliders. Nice. Knobs, yeah, knobs. Do you already have Super Collider installed?
Yeah.
Good. So, yeah, there is one thing I'm not exactly sure I remember how, because MIDI differs slightly depending on the operating system. So we may need a little bit of time to set it up. Maybe you can use this one if you want. So I think I will leave this synthesizer there to be able to. Yeah, and I maybe I connect this since I'm here soon. Thanks. It's actually funny that today we use MIDI, but we use it through USB. Use MIDI.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I see it. Yeah.
So we have 3 controllers. Yes.
No, it sees also my sound card. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, and maybe we will have another one.
Do you want to try this one?
No. Maybe we will be in a group of 2 people.
So I can sit next to you. So the first thing is to connect, to actually have Super Collider see the device. There is a little bit of setup. So you need to say, let me maybe do like, actually yesterday I didn't tell you that, yeah, in all programming languages you have something like this, which is a comment. So, comment. This is something that the computer ignores. It's just for us to. So blah blah blah. MIDI, and yeah, it will be MIDI client dot init, and then MIDI client dot connect all. This should work, but if it doesn't, we will see how it, because yeah, it may be different on Windows. So yeah, just run the first line, see it respond here. It should print you all of the devices, MIDI devices that it sees. Let's see.
MIDI
Yeah. Also, something I forgot to tell yesterday is that in many programming languages you separate one action from another action by this semicolon, so that it knows that this is one thing and this is another unrelated thing. I mean, another next thing. So you need to say this. So let's see if we have this.
to make the font bigger?
No.
Control plus.
Yeah, I was trying.
Okay, can you now run the init the first time? Let's see. How do we see that? Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's there.
But
Is
it's
it-
not live.
But it sees it. It seems to see, right? Arca-
Ah,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's the one.
Also, you could click on the post window and then use Ctrl plus to make it just inside of it.
What?
To make it bigger.
To make the
But you don't need to make it bigger. do you?
Oh, you cannot see.
I cannot see. Maybe I should buy glasses.
Maybe. But
And then-
no, but it is like actually.
Okay.
And now try this, the second line.
Funziona?
Connect all
Not. It says not understood.
this way, now mi riporti.
Not understood.
Yeah, connect all.
Ok.
Sì, non è che mi frega più di tanto.
Sì, poi-
Cioè,
Connect all, not understood. Yeah, maybe this is what actually differs.
mi interessa di più
let's
vedere
see.
che fanno le prove con Lorenzo.
Ah, sì.
Hey buddy, I used to
We
with
we have
Taxolotti.
also leap motion. I can go again.
Sai cos'è Axolotti?
No, solo...
Axolotti 4.
No.
È interessante, tipo un Arduino oppure un Raspberry
Mm.
con linguaggio ad oggetti.
Ah,
E quel cazzo là
Czyli wygląda
non puoi cambiargli il
Znaczy, no
miliciano.
nie,
È tutto incovigliato con sto
To są jakieś
Axolotti.
czujniki?
Tak, no tutaj masz optyczne.
Oh wow,
To wkładasz i od razu masz.
super.
No,
Od razu działa, także nie musisz nic kalibrować, nie musisz driverów.
To fantastyczne.
To mamy od 12 lat.
come una password devi scegliere le vuoi?
Kabelek, nie
SME.
wiem czy jest kabelek.
Due.
Tu jest, tu jest.
Ma su
Nie,
L?
kabelek.
M. E guarda come corre.
To są optyczne niego.
Francesco, I have something for you.
You can,
So this is light sensor, and it has MIDI, I mean USB,
Okay.
and it should work as a MIDI.
because you need either the power supply and then here and then directly to MIDI,
Ah,
because
okay.
that
Yeah,
we use a long,
Yeah.
long time.
Or USB.
Or USB directly. That doesn't need a driver.
If you see the example,
Yeah, there is a little bit of difference on Windows, and just a second, we can look it up because.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, this is my mistake. It is actually not MIDI client connector, it's MIDI in. MIDI in connector. So after I run this, it should. Oh no, yes. Oh no, yes. Yeah, it's okay.
So if you finish and you will be interested, we stay there till installation. I will now start it and then leave it to another place. But it will go, and the installation will go every day from the concert. So from Thursday till Sunday before the concerts.
Mhm.
So on Saturday before 9, because on Saturday we have 2 concerts here. And then they will finish around 8 o'clock, and then half an hour to Hebre, and then 8:30 we start again the installation there. So the idea is that we are starting before, or if people are still interested, after.
Mm.
So this is like a
It's also
flexibility.
interesting how the sound, the machine sound downstairs is like.
Oh, that's good.
It's
I think it's good. Then there's another mechanical voice telling, this is the natural sound of the space. That's what I said the first time. Don't worry, stay with us. It's not dangerous. It's really It's really safe. Natural.
Natural. Yeah. Like violin natural.
I told you I have a duo with Eminols from Los Angeles called Natural Plastic, and we deal with this kind of superposition that the plastic is equivalent or not natural. Yes, this is plastic is not natural comparing with wood,
Yeah.
but with glass, with leather, very much, because leather is really natural and start to be forbidden. But you know, so there are different forms of natural, up natural, and then we can consider whether they are virtual or not. No, but the plastic became a natural because most of the things are now made from plastic. But then we try to break it because it starts to be not really good for ecology. So there are new products which are a very nice combination, hybrid combination between things which are more natural because they disappear with the natural surrounding.
Yeah.
So our concept was very much about this. Well, superposition. That's like my lecture. Virtual is also real. Virtual is real. Okay? Understand? Because you look at this, it became real.
And there is no real.
Yes, and then then we are getting the point that everything is an illusion of something because we are perceiving things in limited ranges. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
but
only
we
things which are real.
But we
That's
are
not.
hearing 360 almost,
Yes.
but not see. So it's also the difference between hearing. Like we are seeing selectively, and we are not hearing. We hear hearing not selectively.
Yes.
So it's okay. So let's maybe try. We all try MIDI. So now you should be able to do this. Maybe funk trace through. That will just if you do this, it will show you visible. Yeah, it will now.
I am connected to the MIDI,
Okay, good.
but I think I need the blanker and second.
You need what?
The part of blanker, or
Ah, yeah.
can you see this MIDI if it works?
Yeah. So this is like if you run this MIDI funk the trace, it will be showing you what you're doing. Do you see anything? Yeah, works. Nice. So yeah, let me also do this. I need to make it bigger. So yeah, so whatever you do on the
Okay, works.
it will show you. Mine is stuck, so it should show you. Yeah, what is happening.
Questa sta fatica a piccare un controller.
Yeah, it's interesting. This keyboard doesn't send me the.
The feed, eh? Oh.
Yeah, it does. This
Ah,
one.
okay.
It's probably just this one doesn't work. Because this
Yes.
one does.
Okay.
This, yeah. So yeah, so you see all the data about the what data is coming from MIDI. So usually MIDI is divided into 16 channels, and then in each of the channels you can have various types of events. So MIDI is like something's happened. That's this MIDI about. What is MIDI about? So either I press a key, or slider changed, or a button pressed, and it's in a way it's also similar how we how a graphical user interface programs are working.
I have this cable. I have it with deep motion.
No problem. Deep motion. Yes, of course. Yeah, I have it. Doesn't matter.
USB 3, right?
A short one.
It's not.
But you don't need deep motion.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so the idea is that your program will then you will define what to do with each of the actions, and what it means that, and it's the same in Pure Data or everywhere else. It's like pressing a key and releasing the key is two different events. So you have to, like, if a key is pressed, your program has to remember that this key is pressed. And then if it's released, it will have to stop what was going on while the key was pressed. But I think it's more interesting to play with sliders and buttons for now. And yeah, I mean, we can use this block example as a test kind of synthesizer. So let's. Do you all have microphones on the computers? So yeah, so we can do this block thing. Or maybe no, block is. Yeah, let's do it. So make it smaller and make it. Yes, I will change it so that it's more better structure. So we can try building this one, but we'll see if it's playing. Yeah, it is. So yeah, I don't know if you all have stereo microphone.
I'm trying to find this. That is not the square.
What keyboard language do you use?
Portuguese and English.
Should be. I have like a touch memory for it. It should be. No, it's yeah.
Hello.
Okay, so
Miliona. Come va?
Oh, come on.
Oh, Lorenzo.
Dove sei stato fino adesso?
Yeah.
Ma che bello in
Yes,
giro
this
stai.
with shift and without shift.
Oh.
Come stai? How you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. Nice to see you. We have a mixer for the rehearsal. We can do rehearsal here tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 3 cables.
Ciao
That's it.
Lorenzo. Ciao.
Olga.
Ciao.
So now we are playing a little bit with
Yeah.
3D controllers in Super
Yeah.
Collider. So feel free to join us.
Oh, but I wanted just to say hi.
Okay.
And I need to go back.
Uh-huh.
Miroslav is arriving, so
Okay.
maybe I can just. You want me to take your stuff? at
No,
home?
no, I'm
Are
okay.
you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will bring it.
Okay.
So maybe let's think when we start rehearsal. What time is it?
Well,
It's.
I mean, you want to
8:30.
make a break?
Maybe like 6.
You can just take your stuff because 10 o'clock they kick us out,
Yes.
as always.
Or maybe let's do it 7.
I don't know if it's convenient or maybe we should set up everything at home and work there. Are you sure?
I mean, here we have
Yeah,
at least
you're
speakers
right.
and a mixer. So I mean, if you're okay, I will do it today. I will do it here since we have the space. So yeah, so maybe 7 if it's okay.
Yeah.
It depends on Miro, but
I think he's arriving much before. That's why.
okay.
Yeah. But don't, I mean, go ahead and
I need to use Portuguese, so I will like
I could
be
go back
really
home in
not
10
confused
minutes,
with the other
15
side.
minutes.
Vai a casa adesso?
Like the actor.
Ma
Poi
sì,
torni?
perché se Miroslav arriva e lui vorrebbe fare le prove qui stasera.
Siete in tre, no?
Sì, ma tutto era più o meno fissato,
Ah,
è molto flessibile farlo a casa, sì,
Certo.
solamente da domani, cioè chi ce lo fa
Because
fare
in the
viene
English
qua,
like
uno si
he already
ferma,
showed
fa...
me.
Ah,
cioè-
te
Then
intendevi
I don't know where
oggi
to go.
montare le robe a casa tua?
capito.
Fallo a
You
casa
can
tua,
switch
che problemi c'è?
No,
Stasera
Vabbè.
però
That's true.
c'hai tempo per mangiare insieme?
Ma
Cos'è?
sì, infatti se stiamo qui però... Oddio, è vero che se stiamo qui alle 10 ci buttano fuori
sì.
e ci si
andiamo.
potrebbe trovare fuori, capito?
sì.
Ah, così ci si racconta un po'.
Sì.
Esatto.
Voi?
Yeah.
Vabbè, te non so nulla, te so un
Sì,
po'
sì.
di... Miro, wait,
Okay. So tell him.
Miro,
7.
where are you? In treno. Oh my god, if you start speaking Italian, that's the end. It's like, you know, no way back. Then Arab, no? So, okay, I'm here at the academy, and
So,
So
you can build
I
something
can
to have
easily,
some.
I can easily.
Maybe this may be something else
Yeah.
to be able to test it. Yes.
Blue.
Yeah, the thing, the important thing in this kind of synthesizer definitions is that the thing you put last here, this will be the sound. So if I just put trigger here, we will not hear anything. If I put mic, we will just hear the microphone. So yeah, the last thing we will just go to the speakers. And it's also like if you are doing another just normal functions, the last thing in the function will be the result of the function. Do you get any signal?
No, I don't have super collider.
Okay. Do you have internet?
Yeah, no, I'm checking, but works sometimes stuck. But you check for the.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, don't worry. I see.
One is here, another is to my side.
No, but it's okay. Yeah. Don't worry. So.
The only thing is that if he has to come here with all the stuff, he has
Doesn't
to
make
break
sense.
everything. Yeah, because better to set up once and then we go to the concert. To do it, you know how his setup is not easy. You know how
Yeah,
I wrote, please, a simple set. Do you believe that Milo is arriving with a simple set?
But it's for him to decide. How do you do it?
Exactly. So I think we had a lot to talk before starting. So in my opinion, you finish, you come home, we relax, we talk, we have probably dinner,
Okay.
and then we can set up
Okay.
in the second part of the evening, and tomorrow morning we can start.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit easy.
Okay. Good. Good idea. So do you get any sound? Can you try? Yes, it should. It should. No, I mean, like just
Really,
for now,
you
just
not
run
to-
this.
No, tutto bene, no, ma non non sta bene,
You have to.
un po' complicato.
Yeah, it has to.
Ah,
line up.
Un
But
senso
first, did you
neurologico,
run this?
cuore, insomma un po'.
Ah, sì.
Quindi poi sta per
You run
partire,
this,
poi ho
and then
detto
you can
vabbè,
have the
allora,
window.
dottori,
The,
che succede? Se
to have the
non sto a
window you
guardarla,
read,
cioè, peggio che meglio.
even breathe.
Ora vediamo.
This
Ah,
server.
yeah.
Ho lasciato in Sicilia il caricabatterie del computer.
Yeah, it is because
Non vado a prenderlo.
so
Ah,
now.
appunto, ma ne ho comprato uno, me lo fai provare?
Cosa?
Ho comprato questo al volo a 20 euro.
Yeah.
Prova a vedere se funziona.
Lo testi con il mio computer.
Me lo fai testare sul tuo, per favore? Andiamo, è sicuro. Quale grullo? Ma una bellina. Dopo te lo rivendo per 35. Te la senti?
Non so, ma dove l'hai raccattato?
No, un negozio serio.
In un negozio, dai. Ma è per un MacBook da 15 pollici?
Sì,
È da 85 watt?
85.
Sì.
Sì, ho fatto...
Sì. E in Italia costa 35, cioè è normale che costi 20 euro.
Sì, eh.
So okay, let's
Sì.
now.
Costa solo di più, poco di più in Italia.
Sì, sì. L'ho preso un altro
Me
giorno.
l'ho dimenticato, ho fatto con il biscuit. I forgot the power supply.
Let's see.
Bellino
You're missing power.
No.
It's me.
Tanto, fin questo.
So
Sì.
now we can. No.
Basta che ti arrivi corrente, poi il resto
So we
non lo
can.
più.
Let's say we can control.
No, vorrei
the
vado a
position
casa e
with
poi mi
the
tocca
one
tornare
of these.
indietro.
So so you need to see which number is it here. So it should show up.
Sì, è uguale. No.
Ce n'ho uno qua dietro
Se lo
forse.
pensi voglio 90 euro, lo Apple.
So
No, ma guarda che hai fatto bene anche questo, eh.
Certo.
then we will do.
Tu l'hai trovato che marca hai trovato? Lo sai mi vado su Linux, non compro più Apple. Basta.
Sì, funziona.
Grande. Vai.
Un attimo, aspetta. Ah no, stavo caricando, sì.
Sì.
Okay.
Hai fatto anche bene, anche il cavo è bello.
Non la conoscevo questa azienda. Queensell. Ti immagini?
In Sicilia l'hai dimenticato?
Sì, ormai tanto la vita era poco complicata, adesso passo metà del tempo in Sicilia.
This is the only
No,
word.
because my life was not very complicated, so now half of my Italian time is in Sicily to make it even, smoother.
So yeah, to have the main thing when you are connecting MIDI to some device is this MIDI def. And MIDI def means like MIDI definition. Right? And then you say, if you say CC, that means control. CC what? The other C. I mean control something. So it's not the notes. It's the knobs and the buttons and things like that. And then you call it a name, whatever, for you to know which one is which. And then you see this is another. So then you give it a function. Just as we do with sound, we define a function between these brackets. Here we also define a function, and here the function will take. And this I need to look up because I don't really remember the correct order. No tone at all, control. Okay. So it will take the value, so the number you see like when you take the knob. Then the num is the number of the channel. No, sorry, the num is the control. Yeah, I'm wrong. The num is the control. The control or the number of the key. So in case of keys, the val is the force you hit the key with. Then the num is the which key. Then channel if you need, and then there is something else. SRC doesn't mean you don't have. don't need it. It's like if you have 10 devices, you need to know which device it is. So this is enough. And then you can say do whatever with the valve. So we can say, well, now I will say like whatever knob I touch, doesn't matter whatever knob. Just set the plug frequency to the let's do like this. So yeah, the valve is between 0 and 127 in MIDI, and we need to map this 0 127 to something like a frequency. So let's map it from 0 127 to, I don't know, 400 4000, and that should work. So now if I have the plug running here, and now I touch any kind of, doesn't matter which one I touch. So can you?
The key?
No, the key. I think the key will not.
Okay.
Because it's a control.
Okay, perfect.
And I think this will just do. Oh, it gives me the force of it actually. Nice. So yeah. So can you try having that work? There is another bracket missing here. Because you opened it, but you need
okay.
yes. I will stop mine. Yeah, it is. I think we chose simply too unstable example here. Let's change this plug to, I don't know, or let's change this one to like sinusoid, or maybe pulse. This way it will not depend on the microphone. It's too low. 800. Yeah, no. Yeah, so if you replace that with maybe better a pulse.
What?
A better pulse. Not sync. Has more, a pulse has more free, harmonics. And then just some, and take this out. Yeah. Will be probably louder now. Yes. And that's right. Yeah. So now what we want
Can you
to
show
do?
me why it
Yeah.
doesn't work? AR, and I have
It has to be big. Start with a big letter.
pulso.
Yes.
Because it's like
Yeah, 800.
doesn't go from 0
And
to
it's
it's hard to know.
the variable trigger maybe.
Sorry, I need to see it. Let's see. No, it's you don't have to add this. Just say sig. That you're missing the trigger. So yeah, just another line, the trigger, and then let's say impulse. Or, yeah,
Second.
the second. Yeah.
Here.
Mhm.
There.
So the trick is that what gives you the pulse. You can say another frequency.
Info.
It's a good idea to also have amplitude. So now we will have at least 3 parameters: amplitude, the frequency and the density. So we will now divide it into 3 different ones. I'll show you. Let's see which one it has to be. 75 will be the frequency. Actually, maybe this one. 75 the frequency, this one volume.
Okay.
You want to play?
No, I think. It could be annoying.
I got so Milo is arriving in 40 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so and then we see. No, you come over when it's over, and we see maybe we have a I don't know, we have a dinner at home. Ho piglio una valanga di pierogi. I just get like 200 pierogi. I don't know, or we go to a traditional place. Because,
Pierogi
no,
are
shouldn't be important,
perfect.
but it is,
Provi stasera a casa tua allora?
l'idea sarebbe di decidere cosa fare, come allestire.
No, mi interessa vedere le prove dato che non ci sarà il concerto.
Perché parti?
another,
Domani.
Ma porca.
ink before.
Sono qua da
You
mercoledì
have the
scorso.
function open
Ho fatto sabato
here, and then you should have
e
Io pensavo
This flag should
tornanessi,
be
mannaggia, mi
the
spiace,
function
certo,
triggered by if.
stasera vieni comunque, non so
Yeah,
che si farà, ma
think
no, vabbè,
this
sì,
is better
chiaro,
to draw.
mangiamo qualcosa, ma
Certo.
se
So,
certo. No, chiaro.
fate qualcosa, beh,
yeah,
See you
so
later, guys.
see you later.
Yeah, take care.
Thanks for coming.
No, come on, enjoy. And
che ora da te?
I think maybe you are finished at 7:30. No, what is it?
Yeah, it's maybe earlier. We will see.
Okay, I think we can have a dinner around 9,
Yeah.
9:30, something like that. We have a break, chat, and then we see. Probably we spend the evening setting up.
Ok,
Okay.
perfetto.
Take care. Ciao.
Boh, adesso ci vado a mangiare qualcosa adesso per pranzo.
Yeah, so
Ne mangiare?
like it's yeah, it's a common thing when you are beginning to program is like all these brackets, you know, all this. You have this, you have this, you have this, you know, you have this, but all what's all
Quali
of
sono i tuoi
the thing
programmi?
it's done in this kind of a tree.
Dopo vai da
So you
Lorenzo stasera?
So like or MIDI def is just like a box. You know, inside that box we have another box. Like this would be like number. I mean the knob is like, let's say 35, right? Then we do something. Then there is another if. Then if the number is like 37, do something else. And what defines where the box begins and ends is this thing. You know. So yeah. So to begin this box, you do like this. Then another pair here. And then another pair here. You know. So it's all in pairs basically. And kind of the editors usually help you with putting spaces before it, so like it looks like kind of like this, you know. Yeah, something here and then something here and then that thing belongs to here, that thing belongs to here, that thing also belongs to here, and that thing belongs to something. Yeah. So it's a very simple idea. It's just you need to kind of visually, kind of see it visually, and be okay, because you know we will always forget some. It will, the editor will try to help you find where you're missing something. So yeah, in this case, if it's one of the very basic and very universal constructs in programming languages, it says what it says. So if something, then do something. And you see here it's twice the equal sign. That's also a common thing in programming languages. But there is a difference between saying a equals 5 and a equals 5. The first one says
This is this.
this is this. The second one asks if. So if I say 4 equals 5, it will tell me false. If I say 5 equals 5, it will tell me true.
So you're asking.
Yeah.
Do
This
it
will
to
always
analyze
be true.
if it's okay, I understand.
Like if I do always true. I mean not true, but not
yeah, it
false.
confirms.
Yeah. So it's a common mistake, and
It's like the one is you are saying
Yeah.
to interpret it.
Yeah.
The other is like to analyze when
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. It's a test. Another, there's also like 4 smaller than 5, true. 7 smaller than 5, false. So here, well, let's see if it works. This should be. I didn't have it. Yeah, so here I have the volume, here I have the frequency. You can try. So this is the volume, okay, and this is the frequency.
Where did he go?
I
Did
don't
he
know.
get back? Because
I
if
have no
he's
idea.
not, I can use his.
Yeah, you can use the
Controller.
Okay.
Could you scroll up just so I
Yes.
can?
And which, but your, the thing is, you will have different numbers. So you need to figure out which number. Let's say you need to run this to see.
This.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then just put the numbers that you want.
Here.
Yeah, so this will be the volume,
Yes.
and this is the frequency. So for volume, maybe you can use this. I don't know. But does it stay? Like if you move it, does it stay?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know how to.
It will be number 1. It's already actually number 1.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it's the same as there.
And the frequency, it's okay. So I need to say which one. So good.
Yeah, and the last thing is the density. So
This
Hmm?
for 100 to 4,000 is the range of frequency.
it's the frequency. Yeah, you can. So yeah, there's a couple of things that I need to explain about this, but maybe let's first get it working fully.
Sure.
So yeah, I just added. Let's see if it's correct. So the density will control how often it flux.
Mhm.
Yeah, usually the next number is the next note.
In mine, no.
In your note, okay.
Should be.
Yeah, the Italians went away.
It's the one that we play with you? No.
Yeah.
I managed to.
Do you want to sit here?
It's connected, and I am
Great.
just.
And try. So this now is frequency,
Okay.
the 3 and the 4 is density. And this is volume. And now it's maximum.
So we are playing in a duet.
Niestety muszę już iść, także dziękuję za dzisiaj.
Dziękuję.
This example of parameters what you can do, it's in the website as well? Supercolor?
Yeah, it's all, usually everything is, like, all the details are right into the documentation of the object.
Uh-huh.
So you click the object and you hit Ctrl D. But actually I was thinking that I need to maybe make a document like for you to, because you know it's impossible to remember all of this.
Sure.
So just short notes about what we did, you know, structure. And then maybe send it to you so you then have something you can start from.
Yeah. Do you remember all of this?
I don't remember all of this. Because you know MIDI is something I do like.
But the others you showed yesterday.
Yeah, because this is like in live coding, so it's kind of like in you know in my memory because it's a lot. You do this very often, you know. But with MIDI I do this only sometimes, and yeah I remember generally, but I forgot, you know, like that it's the MIDI in, not the MIDI client, or you know. So, but the idea is that you know all these editors they have to give you all the hints right in front of you, because you know your job is not to remember everything. Your job is to know what you want to do. So yeah. So there are a couple of important things here. So first, this thing is the same structure that this thing. So it has, it has something inside. It has something here that tells that it's some kind of input that you give it. But in this case, the input comes not from you directly, but from the MIDI controller. And you just, you list the things you need from it. So the super collider will give you this 3 or 4 parameters. You can call them whatever you want. It's just for you to understand what they need. But the idea is that the first parameter will always be how big the number is. Then the next will be which one it is, the channel, which channel, and things like that. And then inside of it, you use it. You do whatever you want with it. You can draw it on the screen, change the color, or you can control a synthesizer. And then this is a very powerful operation. So on any number, well, if I do, like in the help browser, let's say in the help browser, if I do search and I type linexp, for instance, it will tell me on which kind of objects I can do this operation. So in our case, it's just a number, and it will explain what it does. So the idea is to have a way to very quickly move a number from one range to a different range. And linexp does it not just like, so you have 0, 1, or 0, let's say 127, the MIDI one, here you have 0. Here you have, let's say, 4,000, and I don't know, 200, right? The thing is that the way we perceive frequency is not linear. We perceive it like this, or like this, I don't know, like this probably, yeah, like this, not like this. So lower it's slower, I mean in the lower frequency the change is slower, and the higher it is bigger. So it's because each octave is multiplication by 2. But this is linear. You move the slider, it will move only by 10, like if you move it. So you need to not just map it straight, you need to map it like this. And linexp, exponential, it does just like this. So it takes low, high, low, high, low, high. And there are others. There are lean, so normal from one range to another but straight. Lean. There is xplane, the other way around. There is lean curve. That means you can say I want just a little bit, I want more, I want super crazy, or I want like this, or like this, or like this. So it's just the same, but with ability to control it. So yeah, these are very useful when working with controllers and knobs and keys. And the other important thing is this dot set. So as you can guess, what it does, it takes the synthesizer and asks it to change some control value. And then I say the name of the control with this symbol here. So it's back to various types of data you can have. So this kind of data is called a symbol. What a symbol means is that it's kind of like a name. So for a symbol, these are the same, these are not just two copies of the same thing. These are the same actual thing, as opposed to this situation. These are just two copies. They look the same, but they are not the same objects. So it says true because they are looking the same, but they are not. If I say, let's see this. No, I forgot how to check if it's the same. So in Super Collider, the name of the controls are always symbols. Here, always symbols. So symbols are used for something that you want to give a name. And yeah, it shows you them in green. And then
But
you
the
have
it's
the frequency.
It knows that it is the frequency, or you just gave the name.
I just gave the name. It means it has to be the one that I say here. So here I say freak. I can say freaks. And then say it's here. The thing is that
But how does it know that it is?
so when I define the synthesizer and I say I want it to have to be able to control its frequency or to control whatever is inside, I just list it here, then give it some default value, so that will be used to before I control it, before I change it, and then later I can tweak, change the value using the set operation.
Why are you
Or-
using this frequency in this synthesizer definition?
Why I am using it here?
Where it is used later? Because you're
Here.
okay. You're
here.
dividing by and somewhere else.
No, it's just one place.
Okay.
Yeah, so the name doesn't matter. The name is just for us.
Yeah.
The thing is that when we say it here, it will know here that it has this parameter. So, and then you will be able to control the parameter here and down.
Yeah, but my question is more like when does the program know that it is the frequency, like in the oscillator?
It's here. So it's a bit weird here because of the plug, how the plug object works.
What is plug?
Plug is what makes the sound. So plug is like kind of simulates a string or something you plug. So it takes some kind of signal input. The signal input is called excitator or something like that.
And here it's a pull.
And then it takes a trigger to say where I want the sound to happen. And then this is like how much time I need to have in my memory for it, maximum time. Because what it does, it records part of the signal you provided, and then
the duration to each
yeah.
trigger.
And then this is how long it is. So we divide one by frequency to have the time that one kind of vibration needs. Yeah. So, but normally you would instead you would have something like. This is more obvious than that. You can also,
But what you read now, it's like that you put the frequency in this box. What you wrote now,
yeah. Let me just remove this because this is confusing. This one we just picked that for to try something. So let's use normal oscillator, or maybe some interesting one like this. So here I say, let me change it back to like this. Like this, and then I will just distort this is not the microphone anymore. It's just, let's say, modulator. Like this, then run it. And then here I change back to frequency. No sound. Some mistake. I still don't have any sound. I don't know, I messed up something.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Actually, curious what it is. Should be okay. Let's just listen. Must be okay. No, it's still doesn't work. I don't know. It's probably something else. It's not. Is there something? I don't know. Something like here. Let's see. Ah. Yeah, something happened to. I mean, something happened to the computer, I think, because you see, it's not. Maybe the sound card disconnected or something. So yeah, it's just, I need to stop it and restart. Yeah, these things sometimes they may happen during concert. I did. Hi, hello.
This is Mehdi Menjiji from Kosovo.
Wow.
Really great composer, but we don't want to disturb.
But you can join us.
We can come
join
for a
us.
moment.
Yeah, I think
hello.
Hello.
Only two people, you know.
Yeah, we are moving into a more like a
Olga
free.
and Marcel. They are both artists. She deal with on Erasmus program on Intermedia. So she started with me in Intermedia.
Okay, great.
And Marcel is a part of the best collective ever, Group Lab. we have a Group Lab which have a meeting every Wednesday. They're quite famous all over the world, you know.
Yes.
We done this set.
No, you can.
Yeah, sometimes it can happen. It didn't happen to me with the sound card, but once I was like there was a kind of not theater but kind of theater in an old synagogue, and we played. So the thing is that it's kind of like these things happen when you least expect them to happen.
How good.
So we had like 3 rehearsals in the same day, or even
And
4,
nothing happens.
and everything was okay. And then during the show, like because I used the controller, you know, I had some buttons. I think I had one of these buttons. Connected to some sound, and then we are kind of at the climax of the thing. You know, it's like there's really like they do it like so. There's this old synagogue, and then there's spotlights, and there's one person coming in the darkness, so nobody sees them. Then there's spotlight. They just stand and look. Then the light disappear. Another person comes, and it all happens with the kind of more tension, more tension. You know, and here, like, and the director tells me, give me more, you know. And I start hitting the button like crazy, and it blows up, you know, it just blows up. And
how was the...
I mean, people didn't know it doesn't have to happen. You know, it was after the half of the show, so it was like, I don't know, like the show had to be like 20 minutes or something, or half an hour. It was kind of like a single thing, like single scene. Yeah, and why it blew up, I have no idea still, but I think it has to do with, in Super Collider you can say, it has a kind of default limit on how working memory it allows you to use, not for buffers, for things like that, but for just the synthesizer. And the default one is, I think it's too small. So I changed it much more, to much bigger value, but I think it was still too small to how many... Sorry?
You can change.
Yeah. To how many times I hit the button. And I think there was some mistake in my code where probably it didn't stop playing after it had to stop playing. So, yeah. So the lesson is that you have to test it much more than you will actually use it. I mean, like, hit the button like crazy until it really fries, you know. Yeah. So there is some things that we played with the MIDI. I still didn't show you the sequences and things like that. We can do this today if you want, but maybe we also can do a little break.
I need to eat something.
Yeah. So maybe we can go upstairs, eat something. I'm not sure what to do with the key. I think the
Also,
Italians left.
I will have to go.
Okay.
So
Tomorrow, I think the idea is that the students have their lecture, Marek's lecture, and we are doing this during the lecture. So I expect that many new people will come, and I will probably have to repeat something again. But we will see.
I need to.
thanks for the control.
No problem.
Yeah, I took a lot of photos yesterday, but still, if I hear again, it's better.
Yeah, and I will think about this kind of notes file.
Yeah, to like just.
I think maybe actually the Italian, since Francesco left his computer, I don't know,
He was.
maybe I should leave, but Marek is here, so I leave the key to Marek probably, or take it with me, I don't know.
No, probably he's upstairs.
No, he's here. I hear his voice.
No, Francesco.
Francesco probably, yeah. So maybe, yeah, we can go upstairs. Maybe I can pack this because
This value, what does it mean?
127? It's in MIDI, it's all between 0 and 127. It's everything.
Sławek sobie tylko podłączy kabel do drukarki i wydrukuje.
Tak, my właśnie planujemy zrobić przerwę, pójść na górę, coś
Wszystko się podłączy. Połóż na tym, Sławek, połóż sobie na tym. Bo wy się powinniście poznać, jeżeli się nie znacie. Juri jest z Lwowa, a Sławek jest troszeczkę z dalsza, z Doniecka.
Po rosyjsku mówisz, tak.
No mówi po polsku. Jegle.
And they are specified what they are doing.
Ten czarny, czyli
You have a byte who says you what kind of message is this. And for example, it says you that it is
Się oburzył.
it is
No to kabelek.
I think
Kabel
it's
po prostu.
tylko przez G.
Kabiel.
so we
No,
have
powiedzmy. Nie, kabel to jest sobie coś innego, proszę.
the first one
To
it
jest
says it is,
jakby
it is,
pies męskiej płci.
data byte or
Samiec, tutaj.
because there are two MIDI sense to kind of
Tak, i to jest odpowiednik.
bytes. One
Tak,
says
tylko na poziomie też,
Right now
tak,
we are
ale też na
sending
poziomie, tak,
what it's called, but it says it's of type
to
1.
właśnie kabel
And it
to
says
jest,
what kind of message
jest
this
kabel,
is?
to
Is
co
it
znaczy,
note
że
on?
kabel
Is it
normalnie,
note off?
a kabel to jest, wie pan,
Muszę znaleźć odpowiednik.
The preset from the bank or something like that. And then there are 4 bits who are specifying the channel. To which channel should it be? And then, after that, there comes data bytes who are saying the values. And for example, if these 3 bytes are specifying that it is the note on message, then it is known that the second 2 bytes will be data bytes which are representing the number, which note it is, like A or C, the frequency of it, and the velocity of it. So it is had only 1 byte for the frequency and for the loudness of the sound. And 1 byte only can have 128 different states.
So one
So
byte
it is from 0 to 127.
So 1 byte is
Actually more, 2056. But the first then it can be something like that. but it is the first one. It says that it is a data byte, not this one which specifies
It's 7
it.
bytes. Yes,
So-
7 bits.
So you have to encode it with 7 bits, and with 7 bits you can encode only value from 0 to 127. That is why most of the things in MIDI can have only value from 0 to 127.
Okay, to be honest,
I'm very happy that I could say it to someone because I read it. Oh, now I have
no,
some
yeah,
this
but
kind of
it's
specific knowledge.
But the main idea is that all the information has to
Thank you.
has to boil down to either 0 or 1. And then it means like if I have 10 fingers, I can actually count to how much? 10 bits is how much?
10 bits? Well, it is.
Let's say 5. Okay.
8. Well, what is 8 plus multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 2? So it is 2000 and what? 8 bits. It's 225. Multiplied by 2 it will be.
Dzięki, przepraszam.
1024.
1024, 10 bits? Okay. Yeah, so on 10 fingers you can count to 1024. So it's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8, no, 8. So it's using just like check marks to count. So it's very neat actually. So let's go upstairs.
Yeah.
We are making a break.
How did you learn?
I read it
Do
in a
you
book.
have some program for convert this kind
It was
of
about
raw
I think
file?
I
in
was
JPEG.
speaking to someone about this book and maybe it was
You want to convert
making something.
like
Yeah,
a
I
big
can.
folder
Ah,
with
it
them?
is in this. Okay. thank
Yes,
you.
and I read about it in there.
40.
Okay, because I have one.
Or
that
no,
was like
maybe-
production, blah blah.
So there is a program called Darktable.
About
Com?
Darktable, it's an open source photo editor for this kind of.
like
Ah,
you.
Information.
Like you just
or-
It's
explained.
for
Thank
whatever.
you. I
Dark.
think I need to
Dark
like
table.
read it a couple of
Table.
times to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, I don't know if it's very
Yeah,
useful
this
if
one.
you are doing this. It's like a
it
why
just-
it is 127.
I know, yeah, you just do
you know
it,
why I did this, but
but
shouldn't be.
no, I like to know why.
Windows, Micro
yeah.
download, but nothing.
Did you read the whole book?
no, not yet. I'm still reading
Almost.
it because there are chapters and there.
It's big.
No, not really. But there are a lot of information there, so you have to process it.
Yeah.
There is like an introductory chapter which says about all the different terms, and then there is also some stuff about the MIDI, and there's the chapter about subtractive synthesis. There is the chapter about frequency modulation synthesis, and I'm actually
What book are you talking about?
making sound from scratch.
What is this book? I haven't heard.
It is a book about making music on the computer, and I don't know if it's like a very this is just a book I found on the internet, so I'm
Let's
not
go.
sure if it's the best book about the cycle or something like that, but I find it useful for me that to start doing all this stuff.
Let's see how to
Seems
start
like by your explanation.
it. It doesn't.
You were going away? No.
No.
Olga maybe Marcel. Olga is from Portugal with a Ukrainian background. So my говорим по-русски немножко, ale nie za bardzo. Nie za często.
Is it?
Very.
And
Oh, it's
where
still
are you
going on.
from?
Going on.
Maybe I should stop it.
From Kosovo.
Okay.
You know where it is?
In Yugoslavia, from
Former Yugoslavia. That's new generation.
See, it has like nice camera. It's like optical zoom or something. See, it's
Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia,
very
there are
wide.
all those countries which were
Balkan.
former
Balkan.
on Balkan.
Do you know how to
Which were former
turn it off?
Yugoslavia, but former.
How to turn it off?
Yeah.
How to stop the
I
transmission?
speak Albanian.
Wait a second.
Albanian?
Ah,
Is
Is
it
it-
Russian?
it's weird.
No, I prefer Polish.
In fact,
I will-
looking